Welcome, Aquarius, to High Priestess Influence and to your general weekly tarot guidance. So this will be for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for March 2nd through the 8th. Of course, dates are approximate and flexible. You may find a resonance with this message whenever you view it, or you may find none at all since it is general. Just take anything that resonates with you and leave the rest for someone else. And remember, never put anyone else's judgment or opinion above your own. And keep in mind that the cards are just here as guides, not as predictors. It is my intention to attract the cards and the intuition that will best serve those of you who actually view this message. And I do find that sometimes when these readings get kind of specific, that there may be a few of you out there who needed to hear the specifics of it, but there also tends to be some general messages here. So that's why, not everything may be for you, but you may find some value in it, in some part of the message. And if not, listen, go check out your moon and rising sign messages, because sometimes they do resonate more for whatever reason. And you can just go to High Priestess Influence, and the signs are all divided into playlists. Click playlists and, find the signs you wish to view. So from the minor arcana, so far you only had one card jump out for, well, now we have more, but that's okay. So we had this card jumped out like kind of separately from these two. So I don't know if that will play out to mean anything or it's just the way they fell, but we'll see. So what I started to say is from the minor arcana, you have one card here for the physical realm, one for the mental realm, and it looks like three for the spiritual realm. In other words, what you're experiencing, what is on your mind, and messages from the spiritual realm. And oh, that was fast. One quick flip and we got the overall energy from the major arcana. Alrighty, so let's get started here with the, keep in mind that these were separate just in case that matters. All right, let's talk about the physical realm here. So you have the Seven of Pentacles here. So, okay, quite general, at least for now, until things start coming to me, possibly. It may stay general, but all right, right now, it's just, it's about you growing yourself, creating your future, maybe even taking stock of where you are now. So you may find yourself, or you may find that you have been, or you are lately often, kind of assessing where you are and thinking about where you are headed. And there may be, more of a focus than usual on that, taking stock of maybe where you are in your career, how much money you're saving, what you have attained for yourself, where you're at in your life, and looking toward the future. Yeah. So really, I think you're kind of like weighing things up, looking at where you're at, and looking towards the future. And you have the Five of Swords reversed in your mental realm. So this is, what you're focused on, what you're thinking about. Sometimes it's what you're talking with others about. It's kind of where your focus is. And, really weighs in heavily as to, where your vibration is at. So, in other words, what we have on our minds, what we're thinking about a lot, what we're focused on a lot, it, is what creates that vibration that we put out there into the world. So, I'm getting the feeling that some of you might be tired of like competing with others. So for some of you, this really could be related to your job and your money. Oh, I just got the expression keeping up with the Joneses. Some of you are tired of trying to keep up with other people and other people's expectations for you. Some of you are tired of other people weighing in. Ooh, maybe you're tired of other people telling you what to do, or even if they're not telling you what to do, maybe it's you. For some of you, it's you knowing what other people expect, or even just supposing what other people expect of you, or what society expects of you. Like, you might be sick of doing things the way other people do them, or the way, following the regular normal path. You may find it hard to change direction because of kind of what you've built for yourself already. I'm feeling that some of you may want to switch gears in your career, but you feel as though you've come this far already. How can you do that? How can you change? And this takes me right up here to the star reversed, because my wonderful Aquarius friends, the star card is your card, and it's in reverse here. So you're kind of out of alignment. I feel like you're out of alignment, not just in general, but you're not in alignment with your desires. You're not in alignment with what you want for yourself, your wishes for, that what you'd love the universe to deliver to you. You're like, there's an energy of non-belief here. Like, you don't believe that you can change direction. You don't believe that things can change for you. And actually, you know what? The number 5 is the number of change here. So you don't believe that things can change for you. Some of you are tired of what you're doing because of the competition involved. This isn't for everyone, but some of you may be in a field that's quite competitive. For example, like sales. If you're competing with other salespeople, it's not necessarily sales. That's just an example. I just feel as though some of you are tired of competing with others. If you feel like it's not in your nature, or it no longer suits who you are, you've expanded beyond that. And I don't mean beyond that like that's not good enough for you anymore. It's kind of like you recognize that the world doesn't need to be competitive, and you no longer want to participate in it, but you kind of feel like you got yourself stuck in this job or this situation. And even though it no longer aligns with you spiritually, you don't know how to get out of it from the human perspective. I mean, that would apply to any job that you want to change right now. You kind of feel like, that expression, I've made my bed, now I have to lie in it. That's why some of you might feel that way. Well, this is the career I chose, this is the path I chose, and now I'm stuck in it. And again, that's where, your star energy reversed comes in. You don't believe in the universe to serve you. You don't believe that your dreams and wishes can come true. But, this is you just out of alignment. You have the power through your focus to be deliberate about your focus, to be deliberate in what you're thinking, to change those energies, to become, change it, become more positive, start to believe, turn that star energy upright here. It's just really that this energy is around you. You're so close to being aligned because this is your energy in reverse. But, you really have the power to turn this card upright, to get into alignment here. So now, this just struck me here. because I said this one jumped out a little bit separately from the other ones. I feel as though this is you getting in alignment with yourself. Okay, you know how we each have like the male and female energies within us, right? You know, we've been here before, we'll be here again. We've been everything. And we've certainly been each gender multiple times before. But spiritually, when we come here, you know, we've got both the male and female energies, and I feel like this is you coming into alignment with you. This is the universe, and I feel like the universe is encouraging you to like make friends with yourself, make friends with the other side of you. Okay, so let's say, for example, the male here represents you in the physical realm, then the female represents you in the spiritual realm. And I feel like you need to tap into your spiritual side. Like you need to find a balance between you in the physical realm and you in the non-physical. You need to come together. You need to strike a balance. You need to believe more in the spiritual side. I think you're looking at your earthly situation, your earthly gains, your earthly situation, your earthly progress in the physical realm, and you're focused solely on the physical. And that's why you don't believe that you can make that change, my dear Aquarians. And the Nine of Pentacles reversed. Now, Nine of Pentacles may just be my absolute favorite card. I love the Nine of Pentacles. And the fact that you have it in reverse here just means this energy is here for the taking for you. You can turn this upright. This is the spiritual realm, and this is the encouragement from the universe. The universe is telling you, you need to let go of your feelings of unworthiness. You know, the Nine of Pentacles reversed indicates that you feel unworthy of manifesting your desires, of abundance, and whatever that abundance means to you. So it may very well be that your current situation provides you with abundance. This money you may be looking at may be really big, and it may be why you think you can't change your situation. And the universe is really kind of like telling you, you can produce abundance in anything. And I feel like it's time for you to embark on a new career, a new endeavor here with the Page of Pentacles coming up beneath that. You know, you're not believing in your abilities to create abundance, or you're not believing that you're worthy of abundance. And again, abundance you might have all the money you need, or you might be making all the money you need. You may be believing that the path you want to take cannot provide for you. And it can't if you can't believe it. That's the thing. But it does seem as though there is a new path out here for you. You just need to turn this Nine of Pentacles energy upright. And know that you can provide for yourself, that you are capable of it, that you can do something that you love. You can do something that you can be happy about and feel aligned with here. But again, for some of you, you feel like maybe you're not worthy of it for some reason. You know, the reason will vary for many of you. But I think some of you are just feeling like it's too late to embark on a new path. So, my dear Aquarius friends, I completely understand from my human perspective why you might be afraid to change paths because, for financial earthly reasons. I mean, right now you're saying, yeah, but I do live on earth and I do have to provide for myself or my family or what have you. I have bills, I have responsibilities. And if you're not in alignment, you cannot just, you can, but it's not advisable to just up and quit what you're doing because if you're not in alignment with it, if you're not believing it, if it's really energetically not lined up for you, and you're going to feel fear or worry or concern, that vibration will not, serve you well. So from an earthly perspective, there's always that kind of like 80-20 thing. Like, what if you give 80% of yourself to your current way of making money and try to devote 20% of yourself to a new direction, a new endeavor? And if you can start to grow that, because that's what I'm feeling here with this Page of Pentacles, if you can start to grow something new a little at a time, then it can be maybe, then it can be maybe be 70-30, then 50-50. And then eventually you may get to the point where you feel more than comfortable leaving behind this old situation. So it may be more your style and may allow you to be in alignment with it if you do it a little at a time, if you just get started. Like the Page of Pentacles, it's really about starting something new, that new leg of the journey. And in this case, I feel it's a new way for you to make money, something that aligns more with you where you're at now, right? We're always expanding, whether we realize it or not. For most of us, it's very gradual. Every once in a while, we might have those big leaps where we recognize it, right? But for most of us, it is quite gradual, and we really don't recognize it in ourselves unless we really take the time to look back and see what's going on. And that may be what you're doing here with this Seven of Pentacles. You're looking at your growth and seeing how far you've come, also not just in the earthly realm, but spiritually. And it may be that your current situation no longer aligns with you spiritually. But if you cannot find alignment with leaving your current situation and starting a new one, I think that 80-20 plan might be right for you, my Aquarius friends. And I don't normally get specific advice like that. So you may, your new direction may, I do feel as though it's something that resonates with you more on a spiritual level, like where you are at now. Whether it's doing something spiritual or not, it doesn't even matter. It's just that what you want to do resonates with you more spiritually. So I mean, that's a very specific message to try that 80-20 plan there. And yeah, I feel as though this message is really, really specific for some of you, and that might resonate with you a great deal. Listen, Aquarius, if this 80-20 plan resonates with you, you don't have to give me any personal details, but I would love it if you would let me know in the comments, because the interesting thing is, I'll try to make a long story short, but I recently, I would say, attracted that plan to me, not for myself. It was not for me. It was for you. Now I know what it was for, but I'm very appreciative of the fact that I can connect my attracting of that plan to me so that I could deliver it to some of you out there. So listen, if that 80-20 resonates with you, I would just appreciate if you just let me know in the comments, yes, 80-20 resonates with me, or something. Just say something like that, because I definitely attracted that information to me a few days ago so I could impart it to you, because it doesn't apply to me. I was actually thinking, well, yeah, I would do that if it applied to me, but it doesn't apply to me. So yeah, I would love to know, Aquarius, how that resonates. But if this message doesn't resonate with you at all, if there's no message in here for you, Aquarius, it may mean that your moon or rising sign message is for you this week. So go to High Priestess Influence and check that out. You know, they're divided in each sign has its own playlist, so you can go to playlists and find it there. But either way, I want to thank you so much for being with me. If you want to support this channel, just do me a favor and give it a like, give it a thumbs up, or if you didn't like it, you can give it a thumbs down. But I would really appreciate your support in that way. Thank you so much for being with me. I hope your week ahead is wonderful, prosperous, and that you can really gain your alignment. And I hope to see you back here again next week, Aquarius.